4 carers are going to jail for manhandling a service user. I'll tell you guys something. I have been a carer here in the UK. For some months I was doing care, and back then they used to train us very well before you enter. So I was a very well trained care assistant. I've done care homes, I've done adults with learning disabilities, I've done children with learning disabilities, I've done support work, going into homes of adults who had mental health disabilities. I've done it all. There was one time I was working with this lady that used to self-harm, and there's something you must understand. You cannot force a client to do anything. A lot of these adults in the care homes, they have dementia. You need to learn about dementia to be able to handle it. So sometimes they might struggle with you. Don't struggle with them. If they don't want you to wipe their bum, go and call your supervisor, go and call whoever is in charge, go and call whoever. Don't struggle. When you struggle, that's abuse. That's abuse. You might not have bad intentions, but it is seen as abuse. When I was handling the lady that used to self-harm, the only thing that we could do was to be sure that she had nothing sharp around her. So we would check everywhere, make sure. She used to hide blades, she would hide knives. We have to search, check to be sure that her room was always clear of things. But she always still found a way to order something, or she would go and order shaving stick, and then she would break it and bring out the blade. And she would hide it somehow. She would always figure out a way to self-harm. Most times she would self-harm in the toilet. Now, when this woman is going to the toilet, it is her right to go to the toilet. As her support worker, I cannot stop her from going to the toilet. I might have that fear that when she goes there, she might self-harm. But there's nothing I can do. It is if I try to forcefully stop her, that is abuse. And some of you have anger issues. You need to work on your anger issues if you want to do care. If you cannot work on your anger issues, care is not for you. Look for another job. Now, there was a day this woman had gone to the toilet. She was staying long. I started having this fear. Is she cutting herself? I started doing like I knock. Excuse me, hello, are you okay? Are you okay? That is the only thing you can do. There's nothing else you can do. By the time she came out, she had cut herself. But I was already trained in first aid. So I was quick on my feet. I started giving her first aid. I called the ambulance. I called the police. I was prepared for what to do in case she self-harms. And that is the only thing you can do as a carer. Make sure you always err on the side of caution. There are things you cannot do, will be seen as abuse. You have to be careful so that you don't end up in jail. You say, what did I do? I was only trying to clean her bum. No, you can't force it. You can force it. If the woman doesn't want you to wipe her bum, you call your supervisor. Let them come and stand there. Let them come and do it. They should come and help you. Because you force it, you will enter trouble. The way these carers have entered trouble now.